Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we are looking at another Jeleniowatyy creation. The Master is back with a sweet budget aggro rogue here. We're all about those budget decks. We love taking a look at them. And Jeleniowatyy has come up with something that I genuinely enjoy. I think this is going to be a good choice for a deck to start your rank 25 to rank 20, rank 15, maybe even rank 10 journey. And Rogue is a fantastic class now, and there's a lot of great upgrade paths for a deck like this. So I can definitely get behind it. It's also, as we mentioned, really, really budget. The only rares we have in here are the Elven Minstrels, which are a fantastic Rogue card. Vicious Fledgling, SI7, which goes into almost every rogue list, and that is it. There's no other rares in this deck, so I really like it. So we'll get into some of the other card choices in here. We have a really, really heavy one-drop slot, which is great for aggressive decks. I love playing these, 10, 12, 14 one-drop aggro decks. We've got kind of the best selection of them as well. Argent Squire, Firefly, South Sea Deckhand, Cold Blood and Deadly Poison, the Rogue specials. This is going to give us a lot more reach in the game, which I really think that a deck like this needs. The one interesting choice, though, is Worgen Infiltrator instead of a card like Diamol or something like that. I'm unsure exactly why this is here, but I can see some definite positives. We have Cold Blood, we've got that Crazed Chemist at the end, which we'll get to. So I think Worgen Infiltrator might actually be a pretty spicy choice here. Moving on to the 2-drop slot, we've got Armani Berserker, which has kind of cropped up every so often when people need just that nice... solid 2-drop, not so glass cannony, nice toughness, not going to die very easily, and is a reasonable threat on the board. We also got Eviscerate for a little bit of extra reach, something that Odd Rogue doesn't have access to. So we'll kind of be leaning on this for a bit of mid-game removal, or, as we mentioned, just killing our opponent at the end of the game. And Razor Petal Lasher, a card that many of you might not have played with before. This is a 2-mana 2/2 that Battlecry adds a Razor Petal to our hand. So it's a 1-mana spell that deals 1 damage. So this is pretty good. We can use it in the late game to get our combo online with SI7 or Elven Minstrel, maybe even that Crazed Chemist. So a nice addition here. Moving on to the 3s, we've got that SI7, as we mentioned, the Vicious Fledgling. 4, we've got the Elven Minstrel. This is the only way in this deck that we have to draw cards, so we will be hopefully using it to draw a lot of cards. I will say that it is quite a little weak with this many 1-drops, but given that we do have 1-drops like South Sea Deckhand and Worgen Infiltrator that maybe won't immediately die when they're deployed onto the board, it could be better than we think. And then moving on to the 5-drop slot, this is where we see the spiciest cards. We've got Bone Baron here. 5-mana 5/5, so good stats. Death Rattle, add 2 1/1 skeletons to our hand. So the one, I think they cost 1. So we'll be keeping an eye out if this is better than... and the Crazed Chemist. We'll go through this one first. So this is a 5-mana 4/4 combo. Give a friendly minion +4 attack. So that's what we were saying with the Worgen Infiltrator having stealth. We can potentially, turn 6, drop an Infiltrator, drop a Chemist, buff the Worgen Infiltrator up. They hopefully can't interact with it. Maybe we get 6 damage in, which is pretty good. But what we'll be keeping an eye out for is if these choices are better than the neutral specials, which is, of course, Fungalmancer. This guy right here, which is a staple of the Odd Rogue archetype. So it's kind of interesting to see Jeleniowatyy not include Fungalmancer in here. A little bit more of an expensive option would be Giggling Inventor if you wanted to get some more rares in here. And the other option is the Cobalt Scalebane. This boy right here. Same thing as Bone Baron, 5-mana 5/5, but does have that really, really aggressive... board control centric ability as well. So we'll be keeping an eye on these 5-drops to see if they are better than the neutral specials, or they give us a little bit of a different dynamic. So we'll jump into some games and see how we
Touch the one. Watch.
Okie dokie. Up against the Druid. So I really like Vicious Fledgling against Druid. The question here is, do I want to send back an Armani Berserker to give us a better shot of hitting a 1-drop? Or do we think with 1 mulligan and 1 draw, we can hit one of our 2, 4, 6, 8 1-drops. Probably not. Admittedly, we do have less 2-drops than we do 1-drops.
My greetings.
Greetings from our opponent. They're probably pretty happy to see the rogue not have a 1-drop. What are you touching there, bud? So is our opponent about to drop a Firefly? We against Spiteful? We against Token? Like low drop token? Juroku, what's going on? Always good to see you in chat. Now they might have 1 swipe, but do they have 2 swipes? Although, like, Ferocious Roar... I don't know, Wrath's pretty good. At least with the swipe, we could also get our Armani online. Get him chugging. Alright. Try number 2. Just got back from school? What time is it where you are? Ah, they did have the swipe. But they've also got the Spellstone this time. So even though, like, this Bone Baron is, I guess, slightly better than Cobalt Scalebane when we have nothing on board, I still think I'd rather this have been a Cobalt Scalebane this turn. So if our opponent doesn't do anything about it, which they might struggle to. Malfurion? Yes. Which they might struggle to, then we could actually like build a board, start buffing it up. Cool. So let's go.
The light protects me.
This guy's toast.
Witness me. Huh, I've never heard this thing's attack animation. Is he chroming up? It look like he got a little spray can anywhere? No. No, he does not. 9:30 PM. Oh my gosh. Late school. Glad you're joining us though. Always good to have you around. I think we're going to get dominated by this this Malfurion though.
I fight. Here we go.
Witness me!
I fight.
I smell blood.
See, like, if this was a Cobalt Scalebane, would have been pretty good. It's the fun art department class, Kappa. Art's cool. Aha! Now we get to see the true power of the Bone Baron. Bloody, look at these skeletons. I guess we just have to rely on our opponent not having Spreading Plague. Guess we'll...
I fight.
No, we gotta go ham, right?
First.
Here we go.
Like you said, just hope that they don't have it. Because I don't think we're winning a game where we just... Like, especially with our opponent gaining potentially 3 armor every turn. Ugh.
I get
Yeah. We ain't getting that.
Masterful.
Valera versus Rexa.
Alright, Hunter.
Let the hunt begin.
watch.
We've got our 1-drop.
Back.
Ooh, which 1-drop do we want? Bit of an awkward one. I considered keeping the cold blood just in case it's like a death rattle hunter. We might actually be able to find an angle to get some damage in.
The light protects me.
It's usually pretty interesting. The coolest presenter they had was a guy who grew up with Tony Hawk and designed his skateboard illustrations, among other cool things. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, Tony Hawk. What a sick game.
I fight.
Alright, let's see if we eat an explosive trap next turn. I still remember all the like designs and stuff from Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Who'd have thunk it?
I fight.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
If you keep all three, you can guarantee turn 2 cold blood on Spire. Well, we get the coin, so we can just keep a Squire and we still guarantee it. We can turn 1 it. But against a Secret Hunter, I think it's fine. Is it freezing? Wondering. That's a pretty good one. Is this freezing? Freezing? Snack. Uh-oh.
Here we go. I fight.
Let's get this concert rolling. Minstrel, more like conductor. If you get the reference, let me know. I don't, unfortunately. Did you play the Tavern Brawl yet? Yeah, we actually recorded a video for the Tavern Brawl, which we don't usually do. But we did played with some of that mech hunter that's been doing really well, and we did very well with it.
I smell blood.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
We'll save this backstab. Grasshopper Conductor from Shadowverse. I didn't play too much with Forest. Well, at least we can clear this without much hassle. We need to somehow bait the last charge of this thing out.
So many options.
First,
Here we go.
So that we can drop out Fledgling. I kind of want to make a big rogue deck work, but it would have to be hard with only standard cards. Yeah. And I liked the oof, it's pretty rough. There was the I really liked playing Cthulhu Rogue. I thought that was a really really interesting list. One. Yeah, we can do that.
Here we go.
This guy's tough.
See if they have another Eaglehorn bow for our birdo. For our big bird. But yeah, big rogue. I feel like it would just be like neutral road. Please don't be Alpha. Okay.
Hey,
What you got?
Lights out.
Freezing? Okay. Now the question is, do we go for the SI7 or do we go for like Lasher, Pedal,
This was sent in by Morgan
Fire,
Davey.
Fire,
Keep it
Fire,
waving.
Fire.
Morgan Davey, thank you.
Schnookums, now running the wave. Thanks for the follow, friend. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing very well. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. I think I'm going to go for the SI. Ooh, Wind Fury, first time. When does that ever happen?
Job done.
See if we're dead. Opponent's got 4 on board. Got Leroy. Rockdala. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got a Arcane Shot. Come on. Arcane Shot. There aren't too many cool 8 drops in Standard. Why specifically Big Rogue? I mean, there are some... Like, you've got like Lich King, Ysera. I think Death Rattle Rogue might be the closest to like big... Oh my gosh, trading? How did they not get an Arcane Shot? Usually, when someone Rockdalars, they get like 3 Arcane Shots. Well, we have a line.
Hey, lights out.
Let's see if we can get there. Get out of here, cat. So we can Deadly Poison, hit them for 5. Lasher. Razor Pedal. Woo! Razor Pedal lethal. Got him. Nice.
Valera versus Malfurion.
Okay, against the Druid.
I must protect the wild.
Watch your
Your
back.
back. Alright, so hopefully we can mulligan into a Vicious Fledgling. No. So unfortunately a bit of a bit of an anemic start here. Not a lot to really lean on. We might be able to go like turn 4, coin this Crazed Chemist. That could be pretty interesting. No wild growth on turn 2. We're very happy. Ooh, now the question, right? We can coin this Fledgling, and our opponent would have to have Wrath or Spellstone, or I think actually our better move is to go for the Berserker, because the Berserker will draws out the same removal. Damn. Regretty. Big regretty. But now at least if they have the swipe for this Vicious Fledgling, they get a little bit punished.
You want me killed?
A little bit punished. Skoshi. It's a Spellstone.
Who you want me killed?
Look at this. Look at that Gatorade. Body coursing with electrolytes. It's so kind because she shares as well. Oof. Hello, 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 indeed. So we don't want to extend too far into this because next turn they could have Spreading Plague.
I wonder. Here we go.
I need. Who you want me killing? It's time for a little blood.
Now they certainly do play Spreading Plague against this, I think. If they have it. No. Hearthstone. Unpumped Tyrant. Interesting.
Eternal! I need. Who you want?
5 mana 4/4 reeks of desperation, hey. But, yeah, opponent has a lot of strong options. Naturalize, not exactly one of them. Gets us the Elfin Minstrel. Okay. Let's start,
Witness me!
Witness me! Start pushing.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
I think we'll just
Here we
re-dagger on this one. We are building up a nice bit of reach here. 4, 6. It's gonna mill us one. Some more reach. Hopefully we don't burn the other eviscerate. Best burn would be backstab or fuck. Oh no.
Eternal! Ha ha ha! Ha ha!
The light protects me.
So this is the turn that we're going to just accept that if they have been sandbagging a Spreading Plague, then they have it. That's fine because we're trying to go around it. Playing these instead of these, just in case it's Primordial Drake. Ooh, off the top. Very frustrating. But that's okay. These things happen. So our opponent just used one of the Moonfires, so it's a pretty good draw. If only we had a Razor Petal Lasher, then we'd have lethal. Razor Petal lethal.
That's the stuff! Witness me!
think we're happy with that. If our opponent makes one wrong move, we got him. That's not the wrong move, though.
Sweet essence.
These skelly boys. Is that enough? So we can go skeletal, eviscerate here, attack here, cold blood here. So that's 5. Puts them to 6.
I wonder.
We only have the extra 2.
I wonder.
We gotta try and convert this cold blood though.
Choose soon.
This guy's
Here
toast.
we go. I need more!
Yeah, they're gonna go off with Malagos this turn though, so. They have used a Moonfire though, but they're getting 9 minion damage in here, so I just don't see how we don't get like Malagos attack, swipe Moonfired. How many cards left? 10? What are the chances that they didn't draw Malagos, swipe, spreading plague, or
What to
geez, what other cards ruin us here?
circle
Not that one.
is over.
You gonna pop that twig though?
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
This guy's toast.
Alright, let's see what our opponent can do. No goose. Yeah, our opponent did not have the goose. Okay. I've seen enough here. Even if our opponent burns their Malagos, I just don't think we can ever come back with our opponent being on 20. Alright, so we'll take a look at the deck. Ultimately, like I said at the start, I still think this is a great deck if you're looking to do some laddering. If this is going to be one of the first decks that you look at investing into to try and do some laddering, win some games. I think it's a good upgrade path if you wanted to go into like Odd Rogue. You can start looking at cutting these and crafting Keleseth, or doing something, crafting Vile Spines instead of Elven Minstrel, stuff like that. Ultimately, I kind of wasn't convinced by the Bone Barons. I think the Crazed Chemist, there's something there, but I think if I was going to do anything, the first thing would be to cut those Bone Barons, try playing some Scalebanes, and we'll leave these Crazed Chemists alone, though admittedly Fungal Mancer still gives you the same total like plus attack, just comes with a much smaller body, but does make your board a little bit more resilient to board clears. But that's the only change that I would make, and it's a nice budget change, common for a common. But yeah, big shout out to Jeleniowatyy for the deck. If you want to check out all of their stuff, links will be down in the description to over to their YouTube, over to their Twitter, these kinds of things. Check them out. They make phenomenal content, fantastic streamer as well. Speaking of down in the comments section, all of my details are down there below, including a link to the brand new Wavepool Discord. You can come check us out, come hang out. It's still pretty small right now, but it's only going to get bigger. And other than that, hope you all stay safe, and please stay wavy. Have a good one. Bye.